completed our installation. Now we will start integration server first time. Okay, so first time it will take a time, so you need to go to the installation place where is the C drive. Inside C drive, go to software AG. Okay, inside software AG, integration server. Okay, so after integration server you need to go to instances, then default is the instance name. It can be a multiple instance under instance, and every instance will have all these folders. Okay, so inside that you need to go to bin directory. Okay, so in default you will go to bin directory, and this is the startup. This bat file you need to double click and it will start our integration server. Okay, so it will take some time to get load everything, so just wait for some time. Until that, we'll go and see whether it is getting started or not at the log folder. Okay, so this folder will get created and there are the multiple file will get created, so just wait for some time to get other files are loaded here. Okay, so few files are start creating. Okay, so these are the files, nothing but the logs for integration server. Okay, so if you open this file will start. Okay, see, so the way it gets started, it shows here. Okay, so initial integration server license manager started, all this manager or related component, ACL manager started, then cache, document store, these getting started. I'll close and I'll reopen again. Okay, so you will start saying that these things are getting initialized, unable to start web method messaging connector because we have not configured it. That is the reason. So even though if integration server is not starting, you can see here at this location and see what is happening. Okay, so now last line is saying loading packages. Okay, so in web method everything is package. Loading packages means loading component. Okay, so now it was loading packages. Okay, so we'll see. So it will show all the WM root, all the WM related packages will get loaded. Okay, so now everything is loading and a startup services from that packages will start executing. Okay, so once everything is done, you will see this 4 line, the 3 or 4 lines. Okay, so whenever you see that enabling HTTPS protocol, port, and that was our default port, it means that our integration server started. So I'll go to browser. Here I'll type localhost 555 localhost colon. Make sure that you have a colon, localhost colon 555. Our integration server started. It was, I have already entered, that's why it is password. So username is administrator, password is manage, the one which you have given. And here we go. Our integration server started. This is the integration server which we are gonna use for our learning purpose. Okay, so now our integration server started. Before we see all the component, I wanted you to see one more thing that we need to start. Now I'll come to the software AG and this folder. Here there is a designer. Go to designer, go to Eclipse. Inside Eclipse, this one, okay, this one you can create this shortcut and keep on desktop. Okay, you can create a shortcut and keep that shortcut on desktop and just double click on that. So every time you can go and open software AG designer using that icon. Okay, so that's why I just ask you to, you don't need to go to that location anymore again. You can just select this option and get the designer open. So first time, whatever the configuration you need to do, I'll tell you. Our integration server started and you will see some of the health related disk related, memory related, CPU related, uptime. Since 9 minutes it is up. Since 9 minutes it is up. Reload, it will show more time. Means whatever the since 11 minutes time it is up. Okay. Hardware Core 8, 24 GB memory in my laptop. So everything it shows here, whatever you have. Okay. Now we come to the software AG designer. So now designer is started and it is asking to load the workspace. You don't need to change. I think I might have a workspace created, that's why I'll just make it X, otherwise it will take older things and you won't see that. You won't see whatever changes you need to do. So I'll just make sure that every time I use it will see this workspace. Okay, you don't need to change that folder. I just change for my or to show you whenever this open first time how it looks like. If I choose that directory or workspace, all my older settings will be there. Okay, until it get load, we'll go to integration server. So this is the dashboard. Okay, and inside dashboard overview, the usage. Here it will say show you overview JVM matrix. How the JVM, if you don't know what is JVM, just search on Google what is JVM and it will give you a little bit idea about that. It is a Java virtual machine. Okay, overall usage, services. Okay, what are the services get called, how many time get called, maximum or success, error, everything. These are the services get called by integration server when it gets started. Okay, so we have not called any single service as of now. Do we have any API? It shows here. Okay, so this dashboard. So right now we covered first option or first menu from this integration server overview. That is not nothing. So if you wanted to see overview about last service uses about last 12 hours, then you can select come here and see 1 week, or you can choose a custom time frame to see the service usage on this page. Usage, normal usage, how many total session. I have only one session, and if you click on the one, it will show the only administrator is connected. In real time you will see multiple users are getting connected with the name. Okay, and when it get connected, ideal time and everything. You can kill someone from here. You can kill if you have administrator access and someone or developer or any other role you wanted to kick him out, you can just come here and kick him out, so he will get logged off. Okay, so this things are needed whenever the server is not responding and you wanted to do some troubleshoot and you wanted to free some server space. You can come here and kick people out. Okay, system threads and others. Okay, so most things. Let's see if our designer is ready. Yeah, so our designer is ready. Okay, so our designer is ready. Now whenever you open the first time, it will show this page, welcome page. We don't need this page. Either you can minimize or you can close. I'll prefer to close this one. So whenever it close, now my Eclipse is ready to configure. My Eclipse is ready to configure. So you can write whenever you need a Java project or many things, you can choose a perspective here. Okay, so my cursor is on this corner. Okay, so beside this magnifying glass, okay, there is a option that choose the perspective. To web method, we don't need this Java, Git and debug and any perspective. We need only service development perspective. So we are developing services, that's why we need a service development perspective. I select the service development perspective and click OK. So it will launch everything. Right now it's because of we are using localhost and 5.5 default port. That is the reason it got connected automatically, because my integration server is already started. But how you can configure this multiple integration server, you can click this option. Show you. So this options, add or modify integration server. Here you can edit the name whatever you want. I'll make Dave as a my platform name, localhost or IP address, port number, username, password. Verify it. It is verified successfully. Okay, apply. So now your designer is ready to use. If you expand this Dave, you will see all the packages by default came. All the packages by default are showing here. Okay, inside default package there is nothing. If you expand, you will there is nothing. I know that, but there is WM public, and these are all the predefined packages and predefined services. Okay, predefined services, like if you go string related operation, you will see here. These are the, see, whenever you see this cup, these are the Java services, and most of them are Java services which by default given by software AG. We don't need to touch them. We can directly right click and run for the testing purpose. We gonna use every single service in our coming project. So okay, this is a concat service. Just first service I'm just showing you. It will give you a result, both word concat into each other. So input value is the concat word. So you can configure these things. Our integration server started, our designer started. You can directly close designer, no issues. Now how to stop? Do not close this black window. Do not close this black window. This window is nothing but our integration server. If you close this, next time there is a chance that our integration server get corrupted. Okay, why I wanted you to see this thing? Because you wanted to get familiar with this path. What is the path? Integration server instances. I want you to remember this path. That is the main reason we wanted to use this. Okay, and once on the next installation when we are using database, that time we will use Windows registration. Then you don't need to go here, you don't need to open manage this window. It will automatically create as a service. Okay, so now I wanted to stop the integration server. Do not directly close this. Do not directly close this. Come here, double click on shutdown. Okay, double click on shutdown this folder. Then you will see these two black windows. Okay, then you will see these two black windows. Once this both the windows will automatically closed. So you can say that your integration server stopped successfully. Now your integration server stopped successfully. It says that you lost the connection here. Okay, now you don't have a connection here. Designer is like no use because we don't have an integration server connector. Now you can stop this, exit, and you can close your laptop or shut down your laptop. So do not shut down or leave a laptop before stopping integration server. Otherwise, there is a chances that integration server go corrupt and you need to do a reinstallation. Okay, let me know once you've done everything. We'll see next demos in upcoming videos.